I seen that. I didn't know me, Big L, and Jay was in the car together.
Cam started crying, man. And he told us right then and there that he would put himself in PC. Dad, I'm putting myself in PC. Me and Big L like, what?
Mase and Cam'ron just lit Dame Dash up again, and this time, it's even more embarrassing than before. Every time Dame tries to bring up his so-called glory days, these two keep pulling the curtain back on the truth.
Big L is not your man. This whole shit don't even make no sense. First of all, I'll say this real quick because we got to move on. Me, you, and Big L going to get drugs or riding around Harlem don't even sound right. Big L didn't f with you. I tried to plug you into Big L when you wanted to sign him when he started his own label, Flamboyant. And y'all was trying to sign him. But Big L brother, Big Lee and Reg, they didn't like you. If you had 3 bricks in the car, or you was on the way to get 3 bricks in the car, on the way to get bricks, whatever fucking lie you told, story you told.
On their show, It Is What It Is, Cam'ron and Mase wasted no time clowning Dame for making claims about moves he never really made. They straight up laughed at him, saying he keeps recycling the same old stories like he was the one running the whole industry, when in reality, he wasn't. Cam hit the hardest when he called Dame out for bragging about being the mastermind behind Rockefeller's success. Cam made it clear that the music spoke for itself, not Dame's fake flexing. And Mase jumped in, saying Dame's name only pops up now when he's talking about other people's legacies. Brutal. It's wild because Dame keeps acting like he's still on top, but Cam'ron and Mase are proving he's living off old headlines. The disrespect wasn't subtle. They mocked his fake claims right in front of the cameras, and the internet is eating it up. At this point, Dame can't escape the roasting. Every time he opens his mouth with another claim, Cam and Mase are ready to tear it down. And honestly, fans are saying this humiliation is worse than ever. Mase went even further, saying Dame always positions himself as the architect of hip-hop culture.
Larry, what did you have to say about this? If y'all don't know, y'all keep bringing Larry's name up. He'd be like, yeah, I gave you Larry.
I put you with Larry.
Pause.
Because your show, you're sitting next to Larry. I introduced you to Larry.
Man, I got a lot, but a little.
First of all, Dame, you met Larry through Noriega.
Right.
So is Noriega supposed to be mad that Larry was starting to do business with Dame?
But when you dig into the details, the receipts don't add up. He laughed and said Dame is out here rewriting history to make himself look bigger than he ever was. Cam doubled down, pointing out how Dame keeps dropping names of legends like Jay-Z and Kanye whenever he talks, but never has fresh stories of his own. Cam joked that Dame acts like he signed the whole world, when in reality, he was just riding the wave. What really hit hard is when Mase reminded everyone that while Dame brags about being a boss, his money situation has been shaky for years. Fans online instantly started reposting old interviews of Dame begging for credit while everyone else moved forward. And the crazy part, Cam and Mase didn't even have to try too hard to humiliate him. Just a few quick jokes, some eye-rolling, and pointing out the obvious had Dame looking like a fraud all over again. The fans in the comments were ruthless too. People were saying Dame is the king of fake claims, and that Cam'ron and Mase are the only ones bold enough to call him out to his face. Some even joked that Dame should just stop talking before he gets clowned every time. Mase didn't hold back when he said Dame's biggest talent now is telling the same story over and over, like it's brand new. He laughed and said the culture moved on, but Dame is stuck in 2001 acting like nothing changed. Cam piled on, smirking that Dame's boss talk doesn't hit the same when everybody remembers how Rockefeller actually broke apart. According to Cam, Dame's fake claims can't erase the fact that he lost control a long time ago. The energy in the room was savage. Every time Dame's name came up, it was nothing but jokes, side eyes, and laughter. It was like they were daring him to respond, knowing that no matter what he says, they'll just humiliate him again. What makes this even worse for Dame is that the new generation barely even cares about his stories. Mase pointed out that young fans only know Dame for beefing on podcasts, not for building anything legendary. That hit hard because it shows how far his reputation has fallen. Cam'ron laughed at the fact that Dame always paints himself as the victim, like everyone else did him dirty. Cam said, if everybody's against you, maybe you wasn't the boss you thought you was. The crowd went crazy over that one. Meanwhile, Mase reminded viewers that legends like Jay-Z stayed quiet for years while Dame kept running his mouth. He said the silence says it all, because when the truth is strong, you don't even need to argue. That was a brutal way of saying Dame's words don't carry weight anymore. The humiliation keeps stacking up because every time Dame makes a headline, it's never about new moves, it's about old drama. And Cam'ron and Mase are exposing it in the most savage way possible. things just escalated. Dame Dash is threatening a $300 million lawsuit against Cam'ron, accusing him of defamation, business disparagement, harassing him, and messing with his family's reputation. The legal threat just adds gasoline to this fire. Cam'ron didn't back down though. He dropped a freestyle that straight up roasted Dame Dash's dental issues, accused him of mixing truth with lies, and dragged a lot more personal stuff into it. This ain't just talk, this war. There's also drops about money and shares. Cam'ron says NBA YoungBoy offered $2 million to buy Dame's 33.3% stake in Rockefeller. Mase and Cam were allegedly ready to make a $1 million move themselves just to help Dame out of debt. But Dame turned that down, preferring to wait for bigger offers. That looks bad when you want to claim you're big on principles or loyalty. Cam'ron says this beef has hit a point of no return. He's tired of Dame dragging him through the mud on the internet, saying he never meant for it to be this public. He claims Dame kept pushing it until Cam had no choice but to respond. The internet is eating this drama alive. Fans on Twitter and Instagram are clowning Dame, saying his lawsuit threats make him look desperate. Memes are flying around calling him broke a fella, and people are joking that the only thing Dame is building now are legal bills. Mase pointed out that the freestyle Cam dropped wasn't just jokes, it was a warning shot. Fans said the way Cam went after Dame's dental issues was savage, and the bars about him twisting the truth cut deep. Clips from that freestyle are now going viral, with thousands of shares in just hours. Meanwhile, some fans are actually calling Dame out for refusing the buyout offers. They're saying he'd rather starve than admit he needs help, and that stubbornness is why he keeps losing. Cam'ron and Mase didn't even have to exaggerate. Dame's own choices keep proving their point. What's wild is that younger fans are now more entertained by Cam and Mase roasting Dame than anything Dame himself has done in years. That's the ultimate humiliation. Your haters are more relevant than you. Now the pressure's really on, because insiders are saying this beef might even spill into court. Dame Dash is dead serious about that $300 million lawsuit, but fans are questioning where he's even going to get the money to fight such a case. Some are calling it nothing more than a scare tactic to silence Cam and Mase. Cam'ron fired back saying he's not scared of any lawsuit because the truth is on his side. He told fans that Dame can sue all he wants, but he can't erase history or hide his lies. That line went viral instantly, with people praising Cam for standing firm. Mase also hinted that more receipts are coming. He teased that if Dame keeps talking, they'll drop even more behind-the-scenes stories that will embarrass him worse than ever. Fans are already begging them to release the footage and proof they claim to have. The humiliation has reached a point where Dame can't post anything without fans swarming his comments with clown emojis, freestyles, and memes. His credibility is slipping away fast, and Cam and Mase are the ones pushing him over the edge. What really seals Dame's downfall is the shift in public opinion. For years, he leaned on his Rockefeller legacy to protect his name, but Cam'ron and Mase have stripped all that away. Now, instead of seeing him as a hip-hop pioneer, fans are calling him a washed-up storyteller who can't back up his words. Cam twisted the knife even deeper when he said Dame Dash always talks about ownership, but has nothing left to actually show for it. That one hit the culture hard because Dame built his brand around that very word. Fans instantly reposted the clip, saying it exposed the biggest contradiction in his whole persona. And Mase didn't let him off the hook either. He clowned Dame for clinging to old beefs just to stay relevant. He laughed that Dame should be inspiring the next generation, but instead he's crying about the past. The humiliation was brutal, and the crowd knew it. At this point, it's not even a fair fight anymore. Cam'ron and Mase are running laps around Dame Dash's fake claims, and the world is watching every second of it. Now, the big question is, how will Dame Dash respond to this non-stop humiliation? Some say he'll double down with even more wild claims because that's the only way he knows how to fight back. Others believe he might actually try to drop receipts of his own, hoping to prove Cam and Mase wrong. But fans aren't convinced. They're saying Dame can't keep up with Cam'ron and Mase because every time he opens his mouth, they flip it into a joke that goes viral. His credibility is too damaged, and the culture seems ready to move on without him. Insiders even whisper that Dame might try to launch his own show to clap back at It Is What It Is. But would people even tune in? Fans are already calling it a lost cause, saying Cam and Mase control the narrative now, and Dame is just chasing their shadow. At this point, Dame Dash is cornered. He's either got to come with undeniable proof or accept the fact that his name will keep getting dragged through the mud. And judging by the way Cam and Mase are moving, they're not letting up anytime soon. The Rockefeller story is getting rewritten right in front of us. For years, Dame Dash controlled the narrative, but now Cam'ron and Mase are flipping the script, exposing what fans say is the real truth. They're reminding everyone that music, talent, and vision built the empire, not Dame's loud claims. Every time they speak on it, more cracks show in Dame's version of history. Even industry voices are chiming in. Rumors are swirling that other insiders who worked with Rockefeller back in the day are ready to back Cam and Mase if Dame pushes too far. Imagine the humiliation if more former allies step forward to confirm Dame's exaggerations. It could completely destroy whatever credibility he has left. Meanwhile, Cam and Mase aren't slowing down at all. On their show, they tease that this is just the beginning of what they've got to say about Dame Dash. That statement alone shook fans because if what they've revealed so far had Dame trending for the wrong reasons. But what's coming next could finish him off completely. Dame's name is once again in the spotlight, but for all the wrong reasons. Fans are also pointing out how ironic this all is. Dame Dash used to clown other people for falling off, and now he's the one getting dragged for being irrelevant. The tables have completely turned, and Cam'ron and Mase are making sure everybody sees it play out in real time. Some fans even said Dame's behavior is like a desperate PR stunt, claiming wild things just to get his name trending. But the backfire is brutal because instead of respect, all he's getting is clown emojis, memes, and nonstop roasting. Every move Dame makes now feels like another setup for Cam and Mase to humiliate him again. And here's the coldest part. Cam and Mase don't even look pressed about this beef. They laugh through it, crack jokes, and move on with the show like Dame's not even a real threat. That casual energy makes the humiliation sting even more because it shows they're in control while Dame's scrambling just to keep up. At this point, it's clear. Cam'ron and Mase have completely flipped the game on Dame Dash. Every fake claim he tries to push just gets exposed and turned into a joke, leaving him looking more desperate each time. The humiliation is nonstop and fans are watching it all unfold like a live soap opera, and that's where we'll leave it for now. But trust me, this drama is far from over. What do you think about Cam and Mase roasting Dame Dash like this? Did they go too far, or did Dame bring it on himself with all those wild claims? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share this video with your people, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think about this crazy situation.